I gained like hundreds of followers from just doing the strategies here, like in what, a month, 2 months? And I'll be honest, I'd probably be at the point where I was gonna quit. And where I am now, it's like I have a crystal clear idea of like what I'm doing. Use leverage to like get opportunities, but I mean, this is a hungry world. Like you've gotta, you gotta, you gotta use what you have and showcase your cards, or else you're just gonna get stomped over and they're gonna go to the next person. You know, I spent fucking years working with people. Just working with you in like 2 months, like my entire project has changed, like completely. I would say anybody that's like thinking not of doing this, it would be probably the biggest mistake of their life. Honestly, dude, the biggest thing that I was dealing with was like getting a ton of traction, but not having any idea what to do with it. Like, it was kind of like I would get a bunch of momentum and then like I would just fumble it because it was like I don't know what to do. But like working with you, it's like now like you've kind of just like laid out the path where it's like you do this, then this, then this, and then this, and then this, and it's like just like a snowball effect where like it just works, you know? For example, like I wasn't doing content and that was like a huge thing that like wasn't that was missing. Once I started doing content, like now I have people seeing my posts every day. And and with like my music, like finding my music, for example, like the following of people, like every single time a person follows me, they're not looking at a post that's from 6 months ago. They're looking at a post that's like every day, you know? So where I was lost. Like, and where I am now, it's like I have a clear, like crystal clear idea of like what I'm doing now. The stuff that I've learned from you, like I've actually like you know, I spent fucking years working with people and just working with you in like 2 months, like my entire project has changed
Oh
like
yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
So
So why did you join initially? Like, I'm sure you had a bit of skepticism initially when you first saw about us, but what was like the, I guess, turning point?
I mean, I for me personally was what other people like I got recommended to industry set by 3 people.
Oh wow.
So like they all told me, dude, I did it. It worked. Like, you know, and I was sort of just in a position where it was like, yo, I'm sick of just like busting my ass just to like build all this up and just not get anything from it, like at all, like nothing. So I guess like at first, yeah, I was pretty skeptical, like, you know, how any person would be these days
Mm.
with like technology and stuff, but you know, like the sign up, like the initial thing, and then actually like doing the process where like, you know, I feel like every time I do a meeting with you, you are invested in like my project, where it's like other people, they're just, you know, it's almost like they're reading off a script. Oh, it feels like, and
Mm.
they're just like constantly like up, hours up, like later,
Yeah.
you
There's
know?
no, there's no,
So,
it's not based on the outcome, it's just based on how much time you paid for them.
oh, yeah, completely. Like, and as like a producer and an artist who like really, really wants this, like, bro, like, I'm like these people that I used to pay, like, they just really didn't care if I got signed to a huge label or not, you know? It's
Mm.
more of like how much money am I going to put in their pocket, and
Yeah.
I don't feel that like in this program at all. Like,
I love to hear that. Yeah. If you can tailor exactly to what somebody's goals are, then you're going to get a way better result because you're not making assumptions and you're not basing it around a cookie cutter program. Because if everybody got taught the exact same thing, then you can't expect to get top tier results. You know, you've got your
yeah,
own specific sound. You came to us with like a specific bottlenecks and specific problems. You know, you were at a point where the production was already at the highest point. Like you're already at a great point with that, so you didn't need help with that. So all I had to do was just focus on growing the brand and looking in the areas that you weren't potentially looking at, which is, you know, building on your leverage and, you know, getting this like hype around the project that it actually deserved. Like, what do you feel like was so far? because I know we've only been at it for about like 2, 3 months, but what do you feel like has been like the biggest breakthroughs so far?
The biggest breakthrough is definitely building the community, like building people like around my project, like actually having people that are following me now and engaging in my stuff, like they're genuinely excited for the future of like what I'm doing. Leverage is a huge thing. Like leveraging, people see that I'm working with so and so and bam, automatic. I love Voartyx. you know, this is my guy, and not being afraid to like do the uncomfortable things where it's like that's like an awkward thing to like use leverage to like get opportunities, but I mean this is a hungry world. Like you've gotta, you gotta use what you have and showcase your cards, or else you're just gonna get stomped over and they're gonna go to the next person. Leverage is a huge thing. Brand, having a clear idea of like what your project is. People hear my sounds, they hear my music, they see my content, they see my videos, and dude, they know it's me. They don't. I just think that like leverage, staying consistent, consistency is huge, huge thing. I love artists that'll post music, but they'll only post every 6 months, and it's like I'm saying I'm rattling off tracks. I'm rifling them off every couple of weeks. And it's like where I was at follower wise too. Like I gained like hundreds of followers from just doing the strategies here. Like in what, a month, 2 months? It's so consistency, leverage, and building a brand, like being a brand aware is definitely the biggest things for me.
Because now, because you already had some artist support, but now you've gotten collaborations with those same artists. We won't mention
Oh,
them
and
just,
more.
yeah, we won't mention them just yet, just because I feel like it'll be even better to announce it in 3, 6 months from now when we can say how many of them there actually are that are actually came out. Um, so there's a bunch of artist supports, collaborations with like high tier artists that have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 more followers than you, whatnot. And they're all signed to, you know, major labels like Wakan and stuff like that. So, like, huge, huge wins. And then there's association between that and the next steps, which is, the booking agencies and management that you might want to fall into. Um, if you hadn't joined the program, however, like, where do you feel like you'd be right now?
Dude, I have no idea. Like, I really have no idea, honestly. I really could not tell you. Like, I would literally be probably probably like spending hundreds of dollars on stuff that I don't need to. Um, Putting out tracks that are maybe getting 1,000 plays, like, and my Instagram would be dead as hell. My social media would be absolutely dead. Like, and I'll be honest, I'd probably be at the point where I was gonna quit. Like,
Damn.
I, unfortunately, you do something for so long, it's like you get all these artists. Yeah, it's cool, but I don't like without this program. I really no idea where my life would be right now
No, I'm
at all.
stoked. I'm stoked I was able to help you so much in that department because like your production's so damn good that it would be a waste that it didn't get the attention it deserves. Um, One last question: if anybody was watching this video and was contemplating joining an issue set, and maybe they were a little curious but were on the fence, what would you say to them based on your experience?
Do it. Don't like I wherever you're at, like level wise, this program will bring you like up. Like literally, I I would say anybody that's like thinking not of doing this would be probably the biggest mistake of their life. Like I'm being like 100% genuinely honest. Like if it really weren't for this program, I would not be the artist I am right now in just a short span of time. Like it's it's crazy. I'm like dead ass.
Oh yeah, awesome. I appreciate it.